Hello friends, once more. This is Beystor Makoala from Beystor Makoala Training Academy. Today I'll be going through some dry firing tips and techniques that I use in competition and also in combat. I do some contract work for agencies I'm unable to name at the moment, but it doesn't matter. My history and background. I am a qualified firearms instructor from here, South Africa, Johannesburg. I actually live in Pretoria, Centurion, and I've been doing some work with the likes of these guys when I traveled the world. And I was in Afghanistan and a few other places. I've got AKs and stuff, but that's a topic for another day. What I have here with me is a ghost belt that I want to give away because I use a new belt for competition, as well as my compact holster, competition holster for a Caesar PU7/PU9. So stick around, do subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll be giving this away to a lucky viewer. I've also got a nice cool cap that I got when I was doing my Fortis training with Leo Prinsloo and Dion Coetzee, as well as a few other people like Mornay and Francois. So do stick around. This is a nice Fortis cap, and there's tons and tons of other stuff that I'd like to give away. So I'm gonna put this away because I'm gonna be working from this holster. So first things first, my friends, firearms have to be saved. What I've done is that I've definitely cleared the gun. So I do have an unloaded gun. There's a magazine empty. There is also an empty mag well and an empty chamber, right? So I'm going to make sure, seeing that this is about dry firing, I'm going to take a controlled shot. Okay, I am looking into the camera at the moment, but there's no one in the room, it's just me, and you're on the other side, so you're safe. So I do have a next torch WLX10 executor light that I put on here for combat, for night. A lot of bad stuff does happen at night. So I have this. I don't obviously carry this. It's not obvious, but I don't carry this every day. I carry my normal carry for 4 o'clock, 3:30ish. And what I have done to this firearm is that I've put in, I think it's Dawson sights, a sight set. I replaced the sight system that comes with this Caesar PU7, finger off the trigger, firm grip. So let's start. Let's get into this. So I'm gonna get into position here, kind of like about maybe 2.5 meters. So do excuse if my voice does not come through. I'm gonna be standing right here because I'm gonna drop a mag and these are expensive tires. Let me close the door to the bathroom. I'm working from this passage here. This is doesn't matter. Anyway, so one of the first things I've done is already show you a clear firearm, and all I have to do now is that let's actually get closer to this camera here. What I want to show you is the 7 fundamentals of shooting, not in a specific order, but first things first, the stance has to be there. So the stance has to be like you've gotta be comfortable. A lot of people say boxing stance, so that should anything happen, you can do whatever you need to do. So it doesn't matter. But now the second thing that's probably like second most important is the grip. So as you come, I'm not even looking at the firearm, and I just my hand naturally goes there. What you want to do is you want to come as high as possible, like that. I think this is called a tag. You've got to come as high as possible until you see something like that there. Firm grip, but don't grip it until you start shaking like that here. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that it's natural. You gotta breathe. You need oxygen. A lot of people start shaking, and what I do when I shoot competition, you'll see in other videos that I put down here on YouTube, that when the range officer says, "Are you ready?" I go, "No, I'm not ready," because I'm not ready. I'm controlling my breathing, and then when I'm ready, I just nod and I take it away and I start shooting like that. There's other videos on that. So the third thing that we're going to be speaking about is the trigger. So with the trigger, the third thing is that you gotta gently kind of, this is a double action, single action trigger. So I'll demonstrate now shortly. But what you wanna do is you wanna gently squeeze the trigger. Alright? You don't yank the trigger like that, because you'll notice what happens when I do that is that the gun, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it does have movement. But when I do that, there's no movement at all. Okay, a trick that I want to show everyone is you put an empty case on here, and then you just go for a controlled dry fire shot, and then if it doesn't fall, you know that you're doing it right. And then while I'm here, let's talk about the double action. So I'm going to take that long trigger squeeze, and then I'm going to let the gun cycle, and then you'll see that you'll hear the click, hopefully. And then the second shot, the hammer is cocked. So the hammer is to the rear, so it will be a lighter pull. So this helps to know when the trigger breaks, because then you will be ready. Once you're done shooting, the finger goes to its natural position of the trigger completely. So I'm going to rehost that, take a step back, and talk a little bit more about something else, which is most likely the most important: your sight system, rear sight, front sight alignment. This is not about that, okay? And then sight picture and sight alignment. And then obviously once you've taken a shot, you've got to follow through. You don't do what we call in South Africa a meerkat. You don't take a shot and want to look at where it lands. No, you just trust that it will land where you want it to go, okay? So with that, what I do usually is that I take a target, it's behind the camera, and I just stand like here, and I just go. That's it. www.beystor.co.za. Beystor Makoala on YouTube, Beystor Makoala on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and everything else. With that, stay safe. Next time I'll be taking you through some of the stuff I do at the range, and yeah, I'll check you out on the other side. Take care.